Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video and talk about things that are going on to better explain what's going on and talk about things that I think that are being done right and or done wrong. This video is not an officer involved shooting video. Instead, this is a pursuit video where the person being pursued loses control of their vehicle, crashes, and dies. This occurred on December 31st, 2022. Julie Clark, 26, of Tenafly, New Jersey, was killed on I-95 on Saturday, December 31, in Cecil County after she attempted to elude Maryland State Police troopers on I-95. People had called in on her saying that she was driving erratic. This Maryland State Trooper got behind her, attempted to make a traffic stop on her. She refused to stop, increased her speeds, got over 100 miles per hour, and then she tried to take an off-ramp and was going too fast to negotiate the curve and went into a tree. So, here we go.
She was a little bit upset. Father won't let her know where he's taking her kids. She can ask me to a landing squad. 1114. If you just want to exit to the northbound, we're passing that right now. 11 highway. She's just jerking the wheel all over the place. We're at 60 miles an hour in lane 3. 45. Just like to the sewer vehicle speaking north at the 97.9. Roger, 118, 904, Maryland, 522,
So I'll turn the volume down. Why is she not stopping? I have no idea. There's nothing in the news release or the articles that I've read that would give any indication on why she's refusing to stop. She's 26 years old. It could be that she is just young, dumb, and is making one of the dumbest fucking mistakes of her life, thinking that she could outrun the police. It could be that she has done something illegal, and she thinks the police now know about it and are after her for it, and she is trying to elude them, get away from them. It could be that she is on probation or parole and has done something and doesn't want to get caught and is trying to get away from the officer so that their probation or parole will not be revoked. It could be that on top of those, she thinks either A, she can actually physically outrun them and outmaneuver the vehicles and get ahead, and the officer will never be able to catch up, or she could be thinking from the mindset that if I just continue to drive away, he will eventually have to stop because of pursuit policies. And unfortunately, that is the case in a lot of places across this country, in areas where agencies have such restrictive policies. People have figured out all they have to do is just go a little bit further, and the lights will turn off and the siren will turn off and they'll stop being followed. There was, I forget which state it was, but there was an incident where police were chasing a person. The person called 911 to bitch and complain that the officers were not following pursuit policies and they were supposed to disengage the pursuit. That's where we're at with some of these asinine policies that are in place. And unfortunately, it happens. It goes on. All some people have to do is just drive, keep driving for about 2 minutes, and then everyone goes away. They stop following you. Now, that's not everywhere. There are some places in this country where the police will chase you until the fucking wheels fall off. Either your wheels fall off or their wheels fall off. They don't fucking care. They're going to continue to chase you. They will chase you until their engines blow up. They do not give a fuck. I like those agencies. That's how I think it needs to be. Restrictive pursuit policies, in my opinion, only empower and embolden the criminals. That's all it does, is it protects the criminals. There are people who fucking drive like this without the police chasing them. I've been traveling before, vacation or whatever, and I've seen vehicles act like this before. Motherfuckers go off in the emergency lane to pass people up, or drive in the turning lane just to pass people up, and driving all stupid, erratically, and crazy and shit. But when those people get caught and charged for it, nothing big and serious ever seems to fucking happen. So you can tell that some of these drivers are well aware of their surroundings and have seen this officer approaching and were already pulling off to the right to yield to them. Some of these people, they seem completely oblivious to their surroundings and probably didn't even know the officer was there until he fucking passed them.
We're actually taking the Elkton exit. Going south. 1050, 1050 on the exit. 1050.
1050 on the exit ramp. So.
Vehicle's on fire. Start fireboard.
Got it.
Alright, let me back this up
Start
real
fireboard.
quick.
Vehicles on fire.
Oh, I'm in the volume.
Vehicle's on fire. Going south.
Alright, so he's 103 right now. You'll see that in the top left corner right here. He was at 103. It dropped down to 90 something.
Going south. 1050, 1050 on the exit.
He calls out the wreck on the radio when he observes it. He's at 80 miles per hour at this point.
1050.
He, of course, immediately starts to slow down. He gets it down to 55. And then 22. So he was able to rapidly deaccelerate. But at the beginning, when he called that out, he was about 80 miles per hour. So just eyeballing this, I think that she was probably doing that same speed, or maybe a little bit below, around 70 or something like that. Or hell, she could have been doing more than 80 at that point. I'm not really sure. But she was obviously going way too fast to be able to safely negotiate this curve while it was under wet conditions. Had it been completely dry, there's a possibility she maybe would have been able to negotiate this curve. Maybe. But I think that her speed plus the weather conditions played a factor in her losing control. And
50.
it's hard to say. Yeah, you can see the groove marks in the road,
1050 on the
or
exit,
the
1050.
grass, I mean. You can see off, boom, I think right about in there, you can see some marks from her vehicle. And there's a mark from her vehicle right there, I think. Yeah, you can see it right there. And then, boom, hits that tree right there. So she was fucking floating. I mean, floating through there.
1050
And
on the exit ramp.
you'll see the vehicle here in a
Vehicle's on
second.
fire. Start fireboard.
Got it. Start fireboard. Vehicles on fire. On the exit ramp. So.
Vehicle's on fire. Start fireboard. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't think she hears you, bud. So this is the tree. This is the vehicle. This vehicle has wrapped around this portion of the tree.
Northeast, I believe they're the.
Back it up so you can see them.
Can you hear me?
Northeast, I believe they're the ramp from northbound to southbound 279. We'll be able to.
You see that tree still right there, right? You don't see anything on this side of the vehicle. So the cab portion, the roof of the cab, this thing has wrapped this much around the tree. So this was an instantaneous death for her, in my opinion. The only thing she felt was probably the fear when she left the roadway, knowing that shit was going to be bad. And who knows what the visuals for her were like as she was approaching this tree. She may have saw the tree and knew it was coming, but as soon as she hit, fucking lights out. Like, she didn't feel. I'm pretty confident that she didn't feel any pain. This was instantaneous for her.
Can you hear me?
Northeast, I believe they're the ramp from northbound to southbound 279. We'll be able to over.
11 highway, the vehicle's wrapped around a tree. I can't get to her. The engine's on fire from below. Get fireboard here. You got fire extinguisher? You got fire extinguisher?
So why does he not have a fire extinguisher? That seems incredibly stupid to me. He has a fire extinguisher, but it's still in the fucking packaging. Like, that's stupid.
No feces right behind us.
But at least he has a fire extinguisher. My opinion, all government vehicles, all
She's
vehicles,
in the car.
doesn't even matter if
can't
it's
get
government
to
or
her.
not, but all vehicles should have fire extinguishers, especially if they're going to be government vehicles. Like, I can understand, you know, someone, if it's not a law requiring it to be in there, people wouldn't go buy their own. But a government agency, like, it should be policy that all government vehicles have a fire extinguisher, especially emergency vehicles. Like, why would you have a police car and not have a fire extinguisher in it? Makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's it on this video. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense, thank you for watching.